Hello, my peeps. Welcome to Thoughtful Thursday. Happy Thursday. It's day 16. Actually, not day 16. It is actually June 16th, but it's day 11 of our 21-day challenge. Hashtag 21 days strong, where I am coming to you here live every single day for the next 21 days. We have 10 more days to go, where I'm giving you some things to percolate on, some leadership concepts, some strategies that will support you in elevating, up-leveling, uplifting, rising to a whole new level. So if that excites you, say yes. That excites me. Give yourself some hearts. If you're tuning on here live, say hello. Let me know you're here. And when you catch the replay, comment with hashtag encore and let me know that you were tuning on here live. All right. So with that being said, I'm so excited to be with you this evening. It is almost 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. And my question for you is, how do you navigate a breakdown? Are you experiencing a breakdown right now? Are you in a breakdown? Have you had breakdowns? And here's what I mean by a breakdown. A breakdown is you have something you're working on, whether it's a project, maybe it's a relationship, whatever it is, and it just doesn't go the way you thought it was going to go. You had an idea, you had a vision, you had a plan, but you're going on this plan, you're going on this journey, and then things started to get messy. Things started to go haywire. Things started to go in a direction that maybe you did not anticipate. That always happens. That's life. So if that's the case, if that's what's coming up for you, great. You're in the perfect space right here, right now. All right. So what I want to share with you about how you can effectively navigate a breakdown from my experience will support you in elevating and going to that next level. So if that excites you, say yes, because we all have breakdowns in life. And here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal. When you're playing a big game in life and when you're up to big things, breakdowns will happen. It is part of life. It is part of growth. It is part of our journey. The real question is, who do you become, or who do you be when there is a breakdown? How do you handle a breakdown? How do you navigate this breakdown? How do you even look at this breakdown? So one thing I want to start off with is I look at every breakdown as an opportunity. I look at a breakdown as an obstacle, and obstacles will happen because, like I said, we navigate life. We're going on our journeys, and we will experience obstacles. That is part of our reality. And it's how you look at the obstacle will make the biggest difference and make the biggest impact on how you lead yourself and others in that obstacle. So if you agree with me, say yes, and let's connect here. All right. So it's an opportunity. So it's an opportunity. So you get to look into, well, what is the opportunity? What is the opportunity for growth? What is the opportunity you get to step into? What is that challenge? What is that leadership? Like, what does that look like for you? So I say this because we're all in a different leadership, capacity, leadership positions, leadership space. So if you have a family, you have siblings, you're in a household, whatever, you're still a leader in your space. You're working somewhere else, you're working a job, maybe you manage people, maybe you lead people, maybe whatever that looks like, right? So we're all leaders. So it's how you navigate and how you show up in the breakdown that makes all the difference. And let me say this, giving birth is messy. Giving birth is messy. So for all our moms out there that gave birth and all that stuff, like we all came out of a womb, obviously, right? So it was messy coming out of the womb, right? So it's never we never anticipated, just like it's a really messy process. Creation is a messy process. Giving birth to something is a messy process. And where you get to go is you get to embrace the messiness. You get to embrace the messiness, okay? Because if you're in a breakdown about the messiness, you're not actually adding value to it. You're actually being detrimental to it. And I know that if you're tuning on here live, you're not committed to being detrimental. You're committed to being instrumental. And being instrumental means that you want to take things to a different level. You want to lead it in a way that facilitates a result, facilitates an outcome, leads to a different direction, versus being detrimental means that you destroy it. You don't create anything from that space, right? So embrace the messiness. And I want to share a couple of things with you. A quick story is myself, including everyone, like we all have breakdowns, right? So whether it's a client breakdown, like a breakdown with a, communication maybe with a client, or I had a couple of delays happen, etc. Hey, Jack, great to see you. Woohoo! Jack representing. Hi, Jack. Love to see you here. Thank you for tuning in. So, we all have breakdowns, guys. So, and it could look like, I'm just going to share, like, I had a couple of things go on that there was a massive, I had one thing specifically, had a massive delay in it. And I wasn't being a bitch. I could have totally been a bitch about it. And that's a way of being. Like, how are you being in the breakdown? Are you being a bitch? Are you being an asshole? Are you being generous? Are you being kind? Are you being graceful? Like, who are you being, right? So, and here's the thing. People don't like other people who are bitches. I'm sorry. I mean, if you're an asshole or a bitch, I mean, I'm giving you love right now because no one wants to work with that energy. No one wants to deal with that energy, to be honest with you. Do you want to deal with that energy? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Like, put yourself in the recipient's shoes, right? So, going back. So, yes, I had a delay. One big delay on something I was working on, and it had to do with people. Okay, so it was facilitation, right? So I wasn't being a bitch, although I could have totally been a bitch, and I could have been right about being a bitch about it, right? But who's gonna win? No one wins in that game. You know what I'm saying? Remember yesterday I was talking, or the other day I was talking about what game are you playing? What kind of game are you playing? So I'm not playing a game of like being a victim in this space. I'm looking at, well, what can I do? How can I support? So I reached out to an individual. I was like, okay, I'm noticing that there is a delay. What do you need from me for us to facilitate movement, right? So that's how I led it, and it ended up going. We ended up going through for whatever, like, you know what I'm saying. So, but I wasn't being mean in the process. I wasn't being a bitch in the process. I was focused on us landing the plane at the final destination and the vision and the outcome at the end. How you want to lead it, and this goes back to you, is, in my experience, what works when there's a breakdown is being graceful, being grounded, being gracious. Just understand that people have great intentions. Most people, at least from my experience, have great intentions. Very few people have ill intentions, from my experience, okay? But most people, for the most part, they want to do well, they want to help you, they want to support you, etc. So, and know that people outside of like you and your world, my world, we all have a life outside of what we do, right? And you don't know what's happening behind closed doors. You don't know what kind of, stuff that they're dealing with. You don't know what kind of stuff I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have stuff we're dealing with, but we're not like out there like, sharing our shit. We're navigating what we're navigating, right? And so why am I sharing this with you? Because who you get to be makes a big difference. How are you showing up for people? When you're being in gratitude, you're being grateful, you're being gracious, you're being kind, you're being generous, you're being I said graceful, right? So I like being those ways of being make a big difference when you navigate a breakdown, because it actually truly facilitates you having the breakthrough. Not only that, you inspire people around you on how you lead it, and it creates a deeper connection. All right. So I wanted to leave you with this message. And one more thing before we wrap up. I know you're committed to serving. We're all here to serve. I know I'm here to serve. We're all here to serve. So let's focus on being of service. Let's focus on being a contribution on wherever we're at. So we're all leading different things in our lives, and let's focus on leading with the intention of service, intention of generosity, intention of being graceful, being in gratitude, and also, like I said in the beginning, embrace the messiness. All right. So this is your Thoughtful Thursday, for you to reflect on how you navigate a breakdown. So I want you to share with me here, what is a breakdown you're experiencing right now that you are looking to navigate, and how will you navigate it differently now that you've heard this message? All right. So share below. Love to hear from you. Also, share this with other people that this will make a difference for, and I will see you tomorrow for Friday. Maybe it's going to be Fun Friday. We'll see. All right. So thanks so much for tuning in. And if you want to catch day 1 up until today, today's day 11, you can go to my YouTube channel, which is @Zena Solomon. You can catch all the recordings I've been doing the past 11 days, actually 11 days now, right? Mwah. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome day. Share your biggest takeaway, share your breakdown, and how you get to navigate your this breakdown, and what results you're looking to create from this breakdown. All right? Thank you so much. Bye for now. Cheers.